On Twitter, I got a message from a fan suggesting I check out an artist. The artist's name is I Am Kawaii, someone that does Family Guy anime art. I Am Kawaii has grown a following drawing Peter Griffin, either grossly interacting with characters from various series, or worse yet, has him self-inserted into the actual characters themselves. He's kind of like a fat skinwalker thing in that way. Now, before I say anything about the art itself, I should probably be transparent about a bias that I have. It's a small one. I hate Peter Griffin. I hate looking at his smug, self-satisfied face paired with the stereotypical but accurate American body type. I hate his weird chin thing he's got going on. It's got a dangling gonad quality to it. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's a dick to like everyone in the show. I don't know. I've only ever watched Family Guy compilations. You know, like every God-fearing man. Regardless of my personal biases, I Am Kawaii has made it a deliberate point to prominently highlight these characteristics in many of his Peter drawings. Like, really highlight them. And Jesus Christ, he's done a lot of these over the years. Whether that's respectable commitment or the insanity finally slipping in is only for him and God to know. What's more impressive than his commitment to this bit, though, would have to be the actual details of his works. While memes tend to correctly have a reputation of being low quality, I Am Kawaii's art is everything but. I mean, just look at these. Why are these actually so sick? If you could ignore the deliberate choice to insert Peter Griffin into these drawings, I know, very hard to do, then you can really appreciate the artistry at play here. The lighting is dynamic, the posing is intense, and overall, these truly stand on their own as unique works playing with a unique subject. Yes, Peter is a unique subject. It's got the polish of someone that spent real time making these look as clean as possible. And I could totally see myself hanging up one of these in my bedroom or something. I can't see that being a bother in any way. Maybe this is a weird thing to say, but I am so not used to seeing this body type being drawn seriously in an anime style at all. Anime characters tend to be slick and cool, or cute and bubbly, and if a character is fat, the butt of the joke unfortunately tends to be that they're obsessed with eating, or are out to steal your girl or something. Probably not the best representation one could ask for, but I don't sense that kind of sentiment in these particular drawings. So good for I Am Kawaii for breaking that mold. Nah, I'm kidding. He totally draws the netorare thing. Why? Why is the anime community like this? We've gotta be better than this. Speaking of, you've probably noticed with a few of the drawings I've shown here that I Am Kawaii is totally capable of doing normal-looking anime characters. He's a big Honkai and Fate fan, so he's done a lot of pieces with them, and they're cool as hell. I'm a big fan of his Jack the Ripper drawings, along with the ones of Nero. Man, it kinda makes me want to play Fate Grand Order again. Don't let me go back. I swear to God, just one more roll. I'll get Merlin or Castoria, please, just come home. I will say though, as great as these are, it just makes me wonder, why does he use his powers for evil? What is I Am Kawaii's deal? And who the hell does he think he is? Having talent like that and choosing, willingly, to draw Family Guy? What a sick joke. So, I DM'd him. I asked him, why Peter? And he answered, it started as a joke between friends to doodle characters from Western animation as anime characters on a paint chat site we used to frequent. I ended up sticking with Peter Griffin because I liked him a lot, from the way he was designed and how fun he was to draw. And I feel that coincidentally, that has also resonated with a lot of people who were amused by the idea of such a crossover. Huh. Okay, you know what? That's actually a pretty good answer. Maybe I'm the asshole here. And so I hit him with another question and basically asked, why do you keep doing this? When you have a blank canvas, you have the universe at your fingertips. Inspiration for ideas in both real and fictional worlds are out there. Books to read, museums to study, movies to watch. Not just why Peter, but why more Peter? And then he answered, I do feel like I'm still in that honeymoon phase where the mental conflict of choosing whether to stick to or deviate from a brand is a foreign concept to me. Like, I enjoy drawing Peter Griffin, so the thought of not wanting to feels foreign to me. My God. He likes it. Did you hear him? He has the ultimate artist cheat code to actually have fun drawing. I feel like a lot of artists stress themselves out with what to do next and worrying about holding people's attention online and meeting deadlines and stuff. But if the real reward comes from the process itself, then the rest either doesn't matter or comes naturally. And it goes even further. Apparently these pieces have helped him get better at drawing. I'm Kawaii said, "I do feel like I already take some liberties to drawing Peter the way he is, while also keeping close to his original cartoon proportions in the show, which I found straightforward to do. With that in mind, I didn't have to worry about things like anatomy or perspective, but focusing on other areas like lighting, color, and composition, which I feel has helped carry over to improve my non-Family Guy pieces. I'd say that the Peters were my way of having fun while learning how to art at the same time, when usually I'm a terrible student. I do enjoy all the Peter Griffin ones I get because of how silly they end up being, but my favorite one was a Fate Grand Order one I did of an OC master with his favorite servant, Mysterious Heroine XX. It was a mix of personally having a soft spot for OC characters in an original series and being helped out from a mentally bad spot at the time. He was a really nice guy to talk to, and hearing his dedication to the character really inspired me to push through with the art rut I was in back then. Yeah, I don't think I would have ever scrolled past these drawings and even considered that they helped the person behind them on their artistic journey in any way. I can't quite tell from their quote whether these were significant or small gains, but progress is progress, even if it comes from a stupid series. The last question I asked him for my own curiosity was about his favorite or most influential artist. I don't know about you, but when I look at I'm Kawaii's stuff, I feel like it's coming from somewhere. Like, it feels familiar, and I can't quite place it. He answered, "It's very neck to neck between Wada Arko and Kimihiko Fujisaka. For Wada Arko in particular, I adore the big-eyed cutesy girls she draws, especially her style in Fate Extra. Her girls were much more doll-like back then, which is sort of a charm I missed as her style evolved. But overall, I still like the cutesy litheness which she draws today." Kimihiko Fujisaka was a big inspiration when I started drawing, especially from his works on Dragon Guard 1 and 2. I like the grittiness and edge in which he depicted his characters. His drawings of Kane, sticking his tongue out to show his pack tattoo, always sticks out in my mind as stuff that goes really hard. Yeah, man, I thought his drawings felt similar, but the resemblance is uncanny. And surely you see it too. The DNA of those influences are in his drawings. For him to actively replicate some of that style in any way is just so cool to me. The only thing that horrifies me is realizing that he's probably used some of that influence in his Peter fucking Griffin drawings. I hate it, I don't want to think about it, I want no part of this. Anyways, let's wrap this up. I Am Kawaii is an artist on Twitter that does Family Guy anime crossover art. Despite being one huge meme, these are pretty well done and come from a place of enjoyment of the craft. And there's something kind of awesome about how pure that is. As for his art style, he's melded his own ideas with his biggest influences, and I think it uniquely shines in his stuff. While I may hate looking at Peter Griffin, I think I can make an exception for I Am Kawaii's art. But yeah, that's all I've got. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next year. Bye.